Hey guys, Cal here, bringing you another video. This one is going to be farming on the new account here, the third of all the accounts we're doing, the classic cow base. So pretty much here we're just going to be maxing out at the beginning of, or we're going to be maxing out everything before moving on to the next town hall level. So because we're Town Hall 8, we are just currently maxing out everything before moving on. We have all the buildings down, I believe. Oh, no we don't. So we're going to be dropping one of these buildings. But pretty much it is what it is. We're just going to be upgrading this base up until it is fully maxed before going to Town Hall 9. Currently, we are going to upgrade this hero. Currently, we're going to be upgrading and putting down things that are going to be affecting our attacks. So we're going to be doing our offense first and then our defense, but we might have to switch it up a little bit because usually I don't care too much about the defenses. This is actually quite new to me, and I go up to a point where we kind of don't need Dark Elixir anymore, and then I just upgrade a few things and then move on. So trying to find that balance is going to be something that we will have to learn together. Maybe cooling it on the Barbarian King upgrades, and upgrading more time-consuming things could be something that we do in the future. But for the most part, we're just going to be upgrading various things as we go. I don't really know if there's too much on our merit. Let me know in the comments if you want a specific build path. But for the most part, when it comes to maxing out your home village one step at a time, usually it isn't that big of a deal as long as you get the beginning done correctly. But I'm testing out these new archers, and they are quite good. I think this is going to be the best way for you to farm at pretty much not all town halls. Of course, sneaky golems are still the best, but let's say you have rushed your account and you have weak troops. These troops are going to really help you get to the next part of your help you upgrade the things that are important. Mostly your troops. I'd say if your troops are low and you need to upgrade something to help you farm, use this time now to farm up as much elixir as you can, just because this does a very good job at farming up all the elixirs. You can get 50% relatively easy depending on your town hall level. I assume the higher you go up, the more buildings there are, the more archers you have to use. However, you're going to have more archers available to you because of those higher builder camps, you know? So unless you're really rushed to the point where your builder, like your army camps, are really low, then maybe it might be a bit difficult. But even then, I think this is still the best way to do it. You just won't be able to get as many attacks in per raid, because if you've noticed here, we only used about half our army camp on that last raid, and now we're using like a little bit more than half. We're going to be using a lot more because I'm going to try getting this elixir probably because of the event. Want to get a little bit of that because I want that skin. If this is your first account or something, I don't recommend getting the skin. I know the skin is cool. I just have a max Town Hall 15 already, and because I have a max Town Hall 15, I have no real rush of progressing unless YouTube really wants me to go as efficient as possible. I just know that the rate at which we go, you know, the increase in speed isn't going to affect us too much. Let's say we get like a Book of Heroes or a Builder Potion. Yeah, it might save us a day or two, but in the grand scheme of things, it won't add. To get to max, it's going to take years, you know, so taking a few more days off of years usually isn't that big of a deal. But at the same time, I haven't really tried maxing everything before going. We might have to go on to like future town halls if the because I know the lab is really important, you know, so maybe we have to spend some gems on that. But even then, we'll be holding on to them for so long because we're so low in Town Hall that when it comes to using those books really early on, or like later on when they're like 20-day upgrades, 16-day upgrades, we're very far from that. So I think at Town Hall, the early Town Halls, maybe it's best to just get builder potions to get to that if you're really worried about how long and you want to get to that next level very quickly and efficiently. But right now, then there might be like better things to do with it, like get builder potions and make sure that you have at least a book open. But I think by the time you get to that point where you're going to be using more books or needing those books, you'll probably have had multiple clan games. And especially if we get enough people in our clan, we should be able to do clan games relatively quickly, unless it's everyone's minis and no one's active. But so far it's looking pretty good when it comes to activity, or like the excitement. And I'm sure as more people see this series, some people might want to join, because usually, I know it's mostly for big YouTubers, which we might become one day. Their clans are always lively because there's always new people finding the videos and wanting to kind of do something with it. So here we got 1, 2, 3 attacks. So being able to, at this low level, get 3 attacks in is insane. So I highly recommend, if you need to farm, you farm with this, especially early on. If you're also farming with me in your Town Hall 8, Town Hall 9, I definitely recommend the Sneaky Archers there, or the Barchers, because you'll get multiple attacks in, you'll get a ton of loot, and you'll make progression a lot easier, and you don't have to worry about the level of your troop because it's going to be going with your Town Hall. However, I do think if you are utilizing this well, it could feel like you can just rush Town Halls. I don't recommend rushing Town Halls. Make sure that at least your farming troops are upgraded, because as long as you're farming, as long as whatever you like farming with is upgraded, you'll be fine, because it'll just take time from there. But if you go to the next thing in your farming troops, like your dragons, and later on when you hit Town Hall 11, your goblins and wall breakers, if those are under leveled, you're going to have a rough time. So I think at the very least you want your barbarians, archers maxed, or your Town Hall, or your dragon. And then secondary to that, I would go goblins and wall breakers. And as long as you have those 5 things here, I'll even check mark it for you. These 5 things, oops, that's not it. These 5 things, you'll be fine. But these are your top priorities. And then we'll talk about priorities later, because we'll have plenty of time to talk about that. But early on, if you really need to know, again, it's just these right here. And if you're really stingy and you want to be as quick as possible, just this. And if you, or probably this, if you want to be really stingy. And if you want to be super stingy, be as quick as possible, just the dragon will do you plenty and serve you very well. At least with the zaps. But as long as you follow that, you'll be fine. So hope you all did enjoy the video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.